Hello, thank you so much for your purchase with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a 5-question tarot card reading. So your name and info will be confidential. Alright, so I'm going to clear out the cards and then I'm going to do a quick little prayer. Thank you for reaching out, hun. I know it's been some time. I hope you're doing well. Alright, we ask the universe now to reveal to this client in time what she needs to know. We ask that the information that comes through for her, may it come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible for. Amen. Amen. Alright, so your first question is, about romance, if I see a romantic relationship coming up for you. So and a time frame. Okay, so let's tune into your romance, your love life, and time frame. Tune into romance. What is coming for? What is coming for? What is coming for? Seems like they're talking about a past relationship, maybe a toxic past relationship, a relationship that kind of there's still residue from, a relationship that maybe there's still that energy that's left. I'm going to read your third question just to see what you're talking about here. Okay, so the answer to the cards that came out make a lot of sense with the third question you said about the abusive relationships you got into that ended up being like attachments. This is a Tower card representing chaos and destruction, with the Devil card, which is any form of toxicity in a relationship in any way, negative energy. And it's basically your guides wanting you to tune more to your higher self and to be careful, because it seems like that energy is not completely done. To be careful to that attachment. It seems like this focuses on maybe still being attached to somebody from the past, and maybe their energy still being in your energy, or still trying to come around, or maybe will come up again, and you needing to be careful and making sure you don't allow this person to come back into your life to bring that negative energy. A lot of the times, a lot of the reasons why, we'll ask why you keep having those experiences, but in regards to love life, it seems like your guides want you to tune into your intuition more. I do see a relationship coming up for you, but not until these attachments are really completely let go of and you allow yourself to heal. That is what the focus is on, as this represents a break, taking a break for yourself, and really letting go of those attachments, and making sure that that person doesn't come into your life again, or you don't allow that person to come into your life again. You have the Three of Wands, which is all about the unknown. This can be relocating, a move. This can be traveling overseas, or even meeting somebody that's from a different place, different state, different city, or a different country. So this is a yes for me, that you will have a long-term relationship or a relationship coming up for you. It's just I'm going to ask a time frame now. It's just they're showing me still this past stuff that needs to be let go of. So they said yes. Let's just ask first the time frame for this relationship, and then we could ask why you keep attracting those other relationships. What is the time frame when she will have a relationship? The time frame for Michelle. When will keep getting the chaotic card? Strength. See, this is a new lover. It's giving me. I definitely feel within 8 months, 8 to 9 months, I do see somebody coming into your life. The most a year, but I do see somebody coming into your life within 8 to 9 months. You just really need to be careful with these past relationships. You really need to be careful that you don't allow that energy to come back, or that attachment. But I see a relationship or somebody coming into your life within 8 to 9 months. I see a new person. Just please try not to hold on to so much of that fear, the fear behind the idea of just love and thinking that you can't find anybody, that you're always going to attract the same person. If you think about what you don't want, you will attract that. So try to think about more what you want to attract, not what you don't want to attract. So I see someone coming into your life within 8 to 9 months, the longest a year, but I see 8 to 9 months. Your next question is, why do you keep having these experiences, these toxic relationships over and over? Why does toxic relationships over and over? Why does it keep experiencing these toxic relationships over and over? Why does it keep having these toxic relationships over and over? Your cards actually came out very positive in regards to that answer. It seems like a lot of it has to do with past traumas from your childhood, or just past traumas itself, things that you've experienced that allows you just to attract that energy, low self-esteem, self-worth, how you think you deserve love. So it's all a combination of past traumas and your self-worth. And also, like I said, attracting what you want to attract, not focusing on what you don't want. And a lot of it has to do with anxiety and just fear. A lot of anxiety, like I told you earlier, the fear-based. But your guides really, really want you to stay positive, to have that hope and faith, and to just not be afraid. And to trust and focus more on the concept of love. And also to pay attention to those red flags when you start getting to know somebody, or when you start dating somebody. A lot of the times, people, when they end up always just attracting the same kind of love behavior, it's because they brush off those red flags that makes you know, like, hey, there's something similar about this relationship from my last relationship. So it's the idea as well, not brushing off those red flags, and knowing your self-worth and knowing what you deserve, and remembering that you deserve the best. But basically not brushing off those red flags. And as I've been through toxic relationships too, and that's usually the number one reason why we end up always attracting those same people. It's because we always get that sign that there's something similar, and that's what makes us feel comfortable, and we're just drawn to that. But instead of knowing our self-worth and be like, hey, this reminds me of that past relationship again, I don't want to get into something like this, I deserve better, we get scared and we don't want to be alone, so we attach and create a codependency with that person. So remembering not to brush off those red flags, and not being afraid to be alone, and not being afraid to know the love that you deserve, and focusing on that love you have towards yourself, hun. That is very, very, very important. The more you focus on giving yourself the best love, that best love will come along. So that's what I'm picking up for your third question. We're going to go on to your fourth and fifth. As it seems like the cards are already talking about your fifth question, which is about work. There's a lot of manifesting money for you, and money and good energy coming in for your work. So that's a good sign. It's already talking about that. Let's go off into your fourth question. Can you please tell me if you see children? Alright, so we'd like to tune in to, let's use these cards for that. That's more of a fortune telling here. I feel drawn to using these cards. Will have children in her future. Children in her future. I see a lot of traveling for you, or going away. That could be a move. I don't know exactly what that could be, but there's a lot of that energy. I actually do see children for you in the future. It's just a waiting game. This is a lot of patience right now. They're telling me you need to have patience with that, with that question. Like, you need to have patience with finding the right person and making sure everything's in the right alignment for that to happen. This is a complete yes for me. The only thing is I do see the Mountain card, which represents obstacles and things that can be bigger than yourself. So this definitely feels like something bigger than yourself, because maybe it's been a long time or whatnot. But it's the idea of having patience, and I know that's hard because you've had patience for a long time, but not allowing also that anxiety to take over, because then that will push the possible manifestation of that to happen. That's what the Bird card is all about, anxiety over that situation again too, and letting go of that anxiety, because the more you think about what you don't want, you're gonna attract that, hun. So try to really focus on you just already, like one day you'll have a child, one day you'll have a child, one day you'll have a child. And focusing on that love again towards yourself. You really need to put the work in to allow that to manifest eventually, to allow yourself to find that right person to be able to have a child with. But it seems like positive energy for me. It's just you letting go of that anxiety and fear and being patient and doing that work of self-worth. And then there's the traveling. I keep seeing traveling for you. And your last question is, okay, work. Let's tune into work here. We'll use the tarot cards for that. Is there anything coming through for work? I was already seeing that there's money coming through financially. It looks like within the next couple of months, good energies coming through for money for you. What's gonna happen for work? Is good energy coming in for? Again, letting go of that fear maybe you have around work, but there's good energy. Look, you have the Chariot card, you have the Queen of Wands, independence, strength, moving forward, a lot of positive energy coming through. If there is any tension towards or conflict around the work, or you thinking about that, just the worrying, to let that go. It seems like a lot of good energy is coming for you. Look, you got the Fool, which is beautiful. It's like new beginnings, new things coming for you for your work. Could be a new job, new position, promotion, just newness coming in, and you embracing that. I feel like you will be really good with work within the next couple of months. You just have to let go of that tension or fear. Maybe it could be from stress from your past work, or maybe now you're a little stressed out, but to not worry, it looks really, really good. The Justice card can be legal stuff, maybe contracts, business contracts with people, but it looks really, really good. Again, you suffer from a lot of anxiety, hun. You need to find ways to meditate, pray, and surrender more. I know that feeling, but I feel like you're an empath, so you're very sensitive to energy and you pick up on things. I feel like you can be a channeler too, so you pick up on frequencies and energies, and you need to find ways to ground yourself sometimes, because I feel like you can be really open, and that is what can cause you to feel this chaotic energy sometimes. Again, to have strength, to remember you're stronger than you know it, and to remember how powerful you are as a being, as a whole being. This is basically your answer to your question. A lot of new discoveries with your work, passions, and you're basically diving into new things with your work, which looks really, really good, hon. So I'm gonna leave you with that, my darling. I very much hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm always here for you. I just feel like there's still stuck things from the past when it comes down to your love life, and you need to clear that out so the new energy could flow. And once you begin that work, I really do feel like you will start attracting that kind of love you want. As I do see something coming for you within 8 to 9 months, you just have to keep putting that work and focus more on what you want instead of what you don't want. So I send lots of love to you, hon, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And thank you so much for reaching out. Lots of love to you. Bye now.